Hey YouTube, Darth Padre coming at you today with another Overwatch video. This time, again, something a little specific, but it's going to be the 0G games in arcade, and I'm using Torb. Torb mainly because he's got a turret that's hit scan, and I don't have to worry about aiming at these guys who are just jumping completely high. Another thing is when you're jumping, you can't actually control yourself too well, so you can't really evade the turret itself. Nonetheless, we're going on point right now. I want to put my turret down somewhere where it can see the point somewhat, but is behind cover, because if I put it right out in the open, it would just get destroyed immediately, and I don't really want that. I'm going to upgrade it. We're going to clear the point there, which is pretty awesome. As soon as we clear the point, I'm going to reset up the turret basically right in that kill zone, which starts taking out the enemy diva immediately, and then we cap. So more or less what I'm trying to do is provide this like support, the flanking support or anti-flanking support with my turret. It's going to become an issue for the enemy, and they will start targeting it, which is going to give us a huge advantage, because if they start targeting my turret, then they're not targeting the objective. So I'm camping the turret right now just because I want to protect it. It's in kind of an open spot. I want to be able to get to it and heal it. My team pushes up on the left. I decided to come and support, but I'm not going to put my turret down because even though this would be a good plot for a turret, it's not going to do the job that I need it to, in that it's not going to cover the flanks from a distance. There's a Roadhog and a Moira, so I get the fuck out. But as soon as I get back to my turret, I see that there's Diva there, and I let my turret do work on her, which actually kills her. My turret's getting blown up right now. I have my ultimate, and I'm thinking about where I want to set up my next turret. I was thinking right here, but that's just, it's going to get taken out too easy. So I do put it in a different spot. I want to keep my enemy guessing at all times. I don't want them to know where it is. I'm also sitting on my super, figuring I'm either they're gonna crash the point, in which case I'll pop it, or there's going to be a one-on-one against me, in which case I'll pop it. It basically makes my turret super buff. It also gives me a lot of extra hit points. And increases my rate of fire. So right now, just kind of working on Junkrat there, making sure he doesn't come around on the flank. Going back to the turret, because I did see it took some damage, so I want to throw a few hammers on it. And I see Diva over here not paying any attention to me. And here's that 1v1 I was kind of talking about. There's a tank, and so I have to ultimate here, and it's going to help me out pretty well. Also, there's some enemies coming up on the left that it doesn't see, but if it did, it would have super helped. But we end up taking these guys out. Oh no, we just win. We win this one straight out at this point in time. Again, they were focused more on my turret. You can see Moira is actually still over here. She's right there. They're not even on the point. They're going for that turret because they know they can't control themselves in midair. So if that thing locks onto them and they're in midair, they're just screwed. Going on to round 2, I think the team's way more confident in my ability with my turret at this point in time. Some people pick Torb, and he's fun to play, but they're just not good at him. So there's a lot of hate for Torb in the community. But after you kind of prove yourself on the first time, I think a lot of the teammates are really cool. Also, I normally tell my teammates, if we're doing poorly and they want me to switch, I'll let them pick what character I come in as next. That normally kind of puts them at ease a little bit, and then gives me kind of a chance to prove myself. Nonetheless, round 2, I'm going over to set up another flanking turret. Roadhog and I are immediately greeted by a Widow, which you'll see here in a second. But she's easy pickings, especially when she's floating in midair there. And with Diva right on me. So this one's more of a distraction. I actually want them to come and try to take that thing out. So you'll see I'll actually abandon it here in a second. After it does a little bit of work on Hanzo there. So going back to the point, my team's doing a really good job of capping it. My turret just got blown up, so I know the distraction work. And so I shouldn't do this. This is a bad place for the turret, but I'm doing it because I can, and I kind of want to prove to the point to the enemy team that I'm going to set up my turret wherever the fuck I want, and that they're not going to necessarily know. Now you'll see I'm going to kind of stock. This is where I want to put it, right where I was, and you'll see me stock that area a little bit. I kind of was just going to put it in there, wait for maybe my ult pop, and then thinking they're going to take it out, and I'm going to set another on right here. You can see I'm actually looking at the lane. My turret's doing a little work on Diva there. Pretty sure we're going to take her out. Junkrat's in there helping out. Oh, and Soldier getting some late kills. I'm going to throw some armor packs down for the team. Sometimes I get caught up in the moment, the heat of the battle, and I don't remember to put armor packs down. But when I do, it's just kind of I did barf out like 3 for my team. So I do my super now, which is great. I'm going to repair this thing real quick. Basically, if they try to take the point, I can just pop my super so long as I'm still alive, and they're going to have a really tough time taking it. They're going to have a tough time destroying that turret without dying themselves. Soldier sees a little action. I was going to help them, but my team just absolutely destroyed them. My turret did some work over there, helping Roadhog take out Bastion. Again, I'm just stalking this area. I want to win the battle. I don't necessarily need to go up and get kills or those kind of things. So even if my team pushes up completely and I lose all 5 of them up there, then I can still defend it. I knew Reaper had a super, so I just charged him, used my super. Led another one of those 1v1 situations, but totally worth it. I mean, maybe not. Like, my team wasn't even there, so I don't even, he wouldn't have killed anybody but my turret. Me and Bastion actually kill each other simultaneously right there. One of those rare simultaneous kills. But you'll see it on his kill feed that he kills me and then he's dead by me. And we win it. So that's kind of a good example of how you want to play those King of the Hill points. You use your turret at the peripherals for the most part, and then put it in places where they have to keep on guessing where you're going to put it. I included this at fast forward just because I wanted to. 44 kill percent. I didn't know that. The stats, and this is the turret, but gold eliminations, gold objective kills, and then with the silver hero damage done, that's still pretty good. I think the Diva probably got the most there, nonetheless. Anyways, on to the next round, and I only get to attack, but we're going to do a hybrid map, one where you have to capture the point first, and then you get a vehicle and you have to escort the vehicle. We're attacking, so a lot of people think that Torbjorn is only a defensive character because they just feel like people have to run into the turret for it to work, but I'm going to show you that that's fucking not true at all. So I'm going to try to go against my team most of the time. I'm on the far left side right now. My whole team's at the front door, and over on the right, you're going to see this big battle go down, and I'm not even going to care. This thing bounces. Never mind. So right here, there's their team. Basically, there's at least 5 of their team right in front of me. They're not looking over here, so I'm going to set this thing up, get it up to its level 2, give myself no armor, but then just start trying to take them out. They have no chance at this point in time between my gun, Genji, and that turret. They really couldn't push up, so my turret took out. My turret takes out that McCree. Like all games. So that was the turret's first kill on McCree. We're going to count him. Anyways, setting my turret up towards the back. I don't want it in the front line. I want it to be able to support the guys in the front line, and I want to be able to protect it. Easily kill Anna between Bastion and I. Right now I'm going to see what a good vantage point to put my turret down is to protect the point, and oh, hey, it's McCree, so we're just going to end him. And then I was going to set it up, but shit, my team already captured the point. So we were going to go with the old pirate ship. We've got Bastion and my turret on the cart, but we don't have a shield tank. Our tank, she has a shield, but she's way too mobile to be sitting on the objective. So these really aren't that great of spots for either Bastion or my turret. But to start off with, it's going to work okay, especially because they don't know which one to focus on right off the bat. You see Roadhog was actually focusing on my turret while Bastion was able to just annihilate him. We get Hanzo trying to creep in behind us, so we take him out pretty easily. My turret does, and it goes down. I've got a super, and I'm going to put my turret back up. So right now I'm trying to find a place that I can support my team kind of, in that back line. That may have been a good spot, but I didn't see any enemies. And then I try to look behind to see where the enemies are, but the truth of the matter is they weren't even there, and my team's already completely pushed up. So I unintentionally avoided that entire 20 seconds right there of engagements. So here's that backline quote unquote turret. We got another 1v1 on a tank. This time I had to definitely do my my ultimate, but I'm able to take him out with Genji's help. Being able to avoid that weed cannon there with the 0G, and most of the guys behind me have actually already died. Bastion popped his super. Couldn't find a place to put my turret down, so I just put it down right there, more as a distraction than anything, but it turns out to be like just the freaking best spot ever. So there's a lot of shit going down on that cart. May actually freezes me, but doesn't get the kill. She's just so upset with herself. Bastion's going to take out a lot of people, and then my turret's going to take out like 3 of them right here. Yeah, that was Roadhog. Yeah, those 3. There's McCree again, so that's only 2. It's at least 3, I know. Okay, here comes the next turret. Again, backline support. I'm not trying to push up and make that thing visible right off the bat. Throwing armor when necessary or when I've got the scraps to do it. Another backline as they progress. This one I think they kill a couple of us. And so McCree just, yeah. So I kind of just backed off a little bit. I figured I don't need to push the point. There's a couple people up there. The turret is absolutely doing its job. Don't really have to worry about it. Oh, then I just shot McCree. So that's my 4th kill on McCree, but that's 2 for the turret, 2 for my gun. Poor McCree. I do have my super, and I'm thinking about setting up another turret. Just want to make sure that they're not going to come get it. I do super immediately because it makes me upgrade this thing way quicker, and then it just starts doing business, and then we win this game basically. So again, a lot of that kind of backline support. It's really good in 0G because of the fact that it just tracks any enemy who can't move when they're in midair. But make sure you protect it and make sure it's in the back line. And I think it's relatively easy. You can see I wasn't doing that much. It was just about where I was positioning myself. Anyways, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and